Hello, I'm designer Breegan Jane, and we are here today in Basking Ridge at the Kravit Workspace. I brought you here today because I really want to show you how to mix and match patterns and prints. It's something I really see my clients struggle with. They'll find something they love and they have no idea what to pair it with. So I'm going to walk you through that today so you can lean into your maximalist style anytime you want. One of the places I always start is the new collections, and I'm very excited to share with you that my new line is featured here. I think one of the most important places to start is just with the story you want to tell. And it's okay to take our little guy Duma here, who's a very sort of individualized character that people lean towards, and put him with something unexpected. So here you have him with an orange. These work together for me because from a print perspective, they are different but complementary. To layer on top of that, I might add in something unexpected. Let's find some friends to go along with these prints that will complement their scale, color, and style. Now, we're going to tell a full and complete story, and that can be done by visiting sort of the modern prints. I started with just what I love without knowing how I'm going to bring it together in the space, and it's really the scale of the pattern that brings everything together for me. So this is, I would say, a medium scaled pattern, and it needs something with a little bit of depth and some more layer to sort of match the scale that you see here. So I love that together. So when you're thinking about taking modern prints, think about scale. And what you want to do is create two different stories. One should be small in scale and one should be bigger, and they should complement each other. That's how you build a story. All right, we started with what our heart loved. We brought it together with patterns over at the new modern prints, and now we need to ground this all together. I love how Kravit has set up this think inside the box. They did us designers a favor because the grounding between patterns and prints is really bringing out the colors. So with that, I'm going to add a grounding color because we have so much pattern and print. And for me, I'm gonna go somewhat unexpected, and I'm going to pull out some of the golds and browns that we see in Duma, as well as this beautiful green print we have here. I think it tells a bit about our island story. I think that's kind of what we're doing here. I love this. Okay, you guys, this is so helpful with the Kravit design space because these are very different to a designer. This might be where you need some help if you are not comfortable really noticing the difference between these three different velvet golds. And I see a big difference next to Duma here. This one's quite literal, but it makes him not pop as much. And I am loving this brighter gold. Okay, next I'm gonna go with a grounding green. And because I've already done a lot of the velvets, I'm gonna go over here and find something a little bit more earthy. Ooh, I like this guy. Ooh, this guy's good too. It's fun playing in the showroom. If you haven't done it, come by. Yeah, I think these two together brighten the space. Again, unexpectedly different textures, but they tell this happy story to me. And then just for basics, I want to just talk about whites because they are not all the same. It's never a basic decision. I'm going to want something with a little bit more depth, maybe some tone. I'm already loving that guy. Yep, he's our guy, right here. He goes well with our island print, kind of tells a tropical story. Grounds in Duma just perfectly, not the exact color, but because it's got that texture to it, it weaved well together. It's a good balance here. And it works here. So when it works with all your prints, just say yes. Now I want to go over to carpets and really pick a grounding focal piece that's going to pull all of this together and tell a true story. One of the things I love about the carpet selection at Kravit is that everything is fully customizable and there are so many options, which is why I grabbed so many, but that's what we're supposed to do in the workspace. You can just really sort of take anything you love, and then you have these beautiful tables to lay everything out and really hone in on your choices and what you're doing to build the entire space. Don't be afraid to pull samples. Quick first sort of reaction to whether or not it works, just go with that and don't overthink it. From way too many options, down to 3. 1, 2, and 3. Eliminating this guy. I'm gonna get away from what I do all the time and go with something a little different and tell this muted, grounding story with a little bit of that earth tone, quite literally pulling from the idea that this is sort of grass or something below your feet that's very earth connected, and build from there. This is gonna be my upholstery. This I'm gonna use for drapery. These are gonna be my accent pieces. This I'm gonna use as piping and some sort of extra pillows and accents. And this obviously grounding us all together. And any place I need it, like larger scale case goods, I'm gonna go with more of a neutral so that it can build with the space. This is my story. I really hope you like it. Come into Kravit and check this out for yourself. I hope I really convinced you why they are so helpful and essential when building a color story, mixing patterns and prints, and just shopping for your whole home. We also have the Breegan Jane collection available in all the stores. This is my wallpaper book. We also have a fabric book, Breegan Jane and Clark. I hope you have fun mixing and matching, and I hope I taught you something today so you can go with those prints you've maybe been a little hesitant to use.